What does it mean to be masculine in 2024? Can a man embrace his masculinity and still be a defender of feminism? As women have gained position and influence in American culture, the role of men can seem muddled. Men are no longer automatically assumed to be the main breadwinners, decision makers, or leaders. And many masculine attributes that were once considered virtues, decisiveness, stoicism, competitiveness, are now sometimes seen as problematic. The script for what it means to be a 21st century man is in the process of being rewritten, leaving many men and boys feeling destabilized and lost. The crisis in male identity has been a significant topic recently, as men wrestle with what seems to be evolving definitions of masculinity. Welcome to A Meaningful Journey, featuring me, your annoying uncle who gives you advice you don't want about topics you don't care about. You know that uncle, the one you only see at Thanksgiving, who gets a couple of drinks in him and then can't help but give you what he thinks is life-changing advice.
There's a great future in plastics. Think about it. Will you think about it?
Yes, I will.
Enough said. That's a deal.
But unlike that drunk uncle who corners you so you can't get away from him, YouTube lets you click away from a video as soon as your attention starts to wane. So in order to hold your interest, I'm going to periodically cut in an adorable cat video, like this one. Everybody comes to YouTube for adorable cat videos, right? I mean, even if you don't like cats, you have to admit. Now that I have your attention for the next 2 minutes or so, let's dive into today's advice that you didn't ask for. In our 21st century culture, many men are grappling with what it means to be masculine in a world that values both strength and emotional intelligence, action and contemplation. And this crisis of identity is taking its toll. Men are 3 times more likely to commit suicide than women. Men have higher rates of cancer and heart disease. Boys perform less well in school than girls and are now less likely to earn a college degree. Men are more prone to addiction, incarceration, mental health issues, and premature death, be it by workplace accidents, war, or violence. All of this adds up to, in the United States, men living an average of 6 years less than women. Wow, this is all rather depressing news for men. So this would probably be a good spot to insert another adorable cat video. Wow, I'm feeling better after that. Hopefully you are too. Now, another challenge for men is the struggle to find positive role models amidst rising conversations about toxic masculinity, leaving men confused about their identity and their role in today's world. Some of this confusion no doubt comes from the erosion of what our culture brands the traditional roles of men and women. Now, here is the difficult truth about that. Come in a little closer. There are no such things as traditional roles for men and women. Wow, did I really say that? Yes, I did. Our culture has assigned roles to men and women, and they're generally meant to exert control over individuals by creating expectations that limit personal freedom and expression. These socially constructed roles often reinforce male power dynamics, keeping people confined to specific roles and behaviors based solely on their gender. As a result, men and women may feel pressured to conform with these rigid and arbitrary standards rather than exploring their authentic selves. But by challenging the idea of these so-called traditional values, we can create a more inclusive society where people are free to pursue their paths that align with their true passions and strengths, rather than by being restricted by these artificial constraints. So how do we accomplish this? Well, first, we watch an adorable cat video. I mean, the dopamine is really pumping now, right? So while we're on this dopamine high, let me share some ways that modern men can break free of societal constraints while still embracing their masculinity. Masculinity is not one size fits all. It's essential to step away from rigid stereotypes and define it in a way that aligns with your values. Whether you find strength in physical fitness, leadership, or nurturing and creativity, embrace what makes you feel empowered. Masculinity should never be defined by what you do, but rather by what you are, your character, integrity, and the way you treat others. It's not about external actions or societal expectations, but about living with authenticity, strength of spirit, and compassion. This focuses on inner values rather than external achievements or stereotypes. Embracing masculinity doesn't have to mean suppressing emotions. Emotional intelligence, such as self-awareness, empathy, and emotional regulation, is a critical aspect of growth and in just being a functioning human being. Recognizing and managing emotions helps you build healthier relationships and a more balanced sense of self. As men, we can be told to just rub a little dirt on it and swallow our pain and move on. But acknowledging our pain is an important step toward dealing with it. I have an entire video devoted to turning pain into growth. I'll put a link in the description, or I'll add a card to the end of this video. Admittedly, being vulnerable can feel counterintuitive in a traditional definition of masculinity. However, vulnerability is actually a sign of strength, not weakness. It's about being honest with yourself and others, which leads to deeper connections and personal growth. Share your struggles. Ask for help if you need it, and be open about what you feel. Taking care of your physical health is a foundational aspect of traditional masculinity. But mental health is just as crucial, though it's often neglected. Exercise regularly, eat well, and rest, but also ensure you manage stress and do your best to engage in practices like meditation or mindful breathing, which can really help you offload the weight of your day. Also, watching adorable cat videos can help you with stress reduction.
Rabbit kicks.
I'm feeling like no stress right now. I mean, those adorable cats. All right, moving on. Men often derive a sense of fulfillment from purpose-driven goals. Find what inspires you, whether it's through your career, a side hustle, or a hobby, or helping others, and then actively pursue it. This fosters confidence and direction, key components of masculine identity. Healthy relationships, whether it be with friends, family, or partners, are essential for emotional well-being. Surround yourself with people who support your growth and challenge you to be your best self, and then be a champion for them as well. Building a circle of trust allows you to explore all the different facets of masculinity. Many men find purpose in mentoring or leading others. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean in the workplace. It could be in your home, within your community or family. Leading with integrity, rooted in authenticity, empathy, strengthens your self-confidence and solidifies your identity and provides a much-needed positive role model to younger men. One classic aspect of masculinity is courage in the face of adversity. Whether it's stepping outside your comfort zone, addressing unresolved issues, or challenging yourself with new goals, cultivating resilience builds character and reinforces your self-image. Embrace the duality of strength and compassion. Physical or mental strength can coexist with kindness and empathy for others. By being both strong and compassionate, you embody a more holistic version of masculinity. True self-improvement requires constant learning and growth. Embrace challenges, seek new skills, and be curious about the world. The more you develop yourself intellectually, emotionally, and physically, the more secure you'll feel in your identity, and again, the more you'll become a much-needed role model for other men. By embracing the principles outlined in this video, we can cultivate a version of masculinity that is strong, resilient, empathetic, and aligned with personal growth. It's about expanding the definition of masculinity to include both strength and vulnerability, power and compassion, making you a true Renaissance man. Hey, if you're still here, and my analytics would indicate that you're not, You must have found some value in this video, so please give it a like, or even better, share it with a friend, as this really helps a slow-growing channel gain some momentum. You'll be helping out a friend and helping out this channel grow. And as a thank you for sticking around to the end, here's one last adorable cat video.